We're here. Oh, you can put the comments on the stage now. Looks super cool.
No what?
Like you can put like a Twitch stream. You know how it
Oh,
goes crazy.
that's
I
fun.
noticed it last night on First to the Floor. It was very
I
cool.
don't have a thumbnail ready yet. I'm just trying to post it.
Yeah, I've just been in the
Hello,
stadium
Jack.
pulse trying to figure out what the hell I
The
think.
worst part is tomorrow's podcast is the Celtics are prioritizing a Jrue Holiday trade, so I'm gonna have to go in and fix that now because that can't be the podcast.
Oh,
Well, Phil, that sucks.
so
Yeah,
rude.
I'll probably just have to. I might just put our reaction as part of the podcast and include an explainer of hey, yeah, sorry,
That's a pretty good idea actually.
that's fine.
Oh,
Hello, everybody.
I love this return. I might be alone. I don't hate the return. Like in a vacuum, I think it's cool. I just don't know. Like I don't know. You're gonna hear me be like, they didn't save any money. Just I'm up in the wee hours of the morning, just like suffering from financial troubles, but vicariously through the Celtics.
Maybe they don't care about that as much as we've been
Damn
made to
family.
believe. I don't know.
But they
I don't
should
know.
care. Like the
I,
basketball penalties are real.
I guess, but if they're just gonna say fuck it, I'll pay them, then we're gonna compete anyways. I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. Like I said, I don't think this is the last thing they do this summer. I think there's a lot more to be done.
Yeah, the 18 mil over the apron. Singas plus a second. The Gafford PJ leaked.
Yeah, no, I don't know about that one,
I don't know
Chief.
if I buy that one. I'm sure Dallas is like, please give us Porzingis back. Remember when people wanted to trade Jalen for Simons and Scoot? Yeah, people online are praising Brad, which is a very good thing. Very
Hey man, Simons is not as good as Twitter thinks he is, at least in my opinion. Should we do this screen instead? I feel like this looks better with the
that
comments.
doesn't matter to me.
I don't know, man. I'm not a fan. I get it, right? Like I said this, and we just put out a video. So if you want to direct reaction, you can go watch that. But I don't know. I don't like the high scoring, bad defense guard. Like that's not my cup of tea.
Simons does scream like good stats, bad team guy. Really does. What I will say about Simons is he was at his best when Portland was good. Maybe not like counting stats, but just the way he was discussed, the way he was respected was far different when Damian Lillard was on the team and they were in the playoffs compared to when Damian Lillard was not on the team or when nobody else was on the team and they were paying Jeremy Grant a bunch of money.
Anfernee Simons finished last season, so 23-24 with the worst defensive EPM in the league. He was the worst defender in basketball. He is famously historically in
Wait, what
it's
does
not even
that
like he's a
stat
bad
mean? What does
defender.
that stat
Defensive
say?
EPM estimated plus minus. Not good. It's not good is what it is. If you're last in any defensive stat, I don't think that's good. Never at Drew's level, but can hold his own. He was the worst defender in the NBA. Like he is a awful
I
defender.
mean, Jack just read
I
you a
don't care
stat.
where they're going. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Random stat. If you're the worst defender ever in the league, I don't care how random the stat is. It's not very good.
Oh, Jack like asked if who's the first, who's the best one.
This year, the best estimated plus minus guys: Alex Caruso, Wembanyama, Draymond Green, and Ben Thompson. Thoughts? Do we think it's kind of valid? If
I think it's valid. I think that's pretty
those
fair.
are the best guys.
Listen, there's a chance he could develop, but he's 26. Like he's not 22. He's been around the block a while. You know, like I don't think like this is the type of thing where you're trading for Jalen Green. Like oddly enough, like we talked about Jalen Green on the podcast that goes up tomorrow morning, and
Jalen Green's on the Simons track.
He definitely is on like the Simons track. Like I agree with you, but like I could say like I could at least say to you, wow, Jalen Green is the same age as some guys that are going to get drafted on Thursday. Like you have that in your back pocket. There is nobody Anfernee Simons' age who is going to be drafted on Thursday. Very sad. I think there's a chance they flip him. What was it? Himmelsbach put out the tweet that said, I'll verbatim read it for all you guys if you didn't see it. A league source said the Celtics acquired Anfernee Simons, who is on an expiring deal, because they like what he can bring to the roster, but added that they will, quote unquote, remain engaged on all fronts. So
I'm gonna mess with the background a little bit. Just it's gonna look different. I need a better background. Come on, Tom. It's my
assault.
Noah Khan sweatshirt. I have my old background right there. That just doesn't really fit. In
I
here.
like the old background. I mean, I like the new one too. I like the hoodies.
It just doesn't really fit.
My background's gonna be different.
I'm gonna mess with stuff in a sec.
Because I'm moving.
I don't want to mess with it and take you off the screen. One sec. I want to edit. I want to be able to edit. Okay, one sec.
Okay, that's all right. Has he ever been on a team with a good rim protector? 15 games with Rob Williams doesn't count. Sam got a classic background. Well, thank you. It is going away. Very soon it's going away. I'll do something with it, though. Like, I have a bunch of old game posters like they give you when you go to the basket when the Celtics play. It's late, I can't speak. And I want to do something with them, but I don't quite know exactly what I'm going to do. So hopefully I will have something cool behind me when I move. But we'll just have to wait and see. I think Simons gives them a fair chance to compete next year. Or like stay afloat, I should say. Like this isn't they traded Jrue Holiday for me and the boys. Like they did get a player who has I wouldn't say elite skill, but a very good skill in scoring the ball. And he can help the Celtics win games next year, especially if they don't have him in a prominent role. Like, we have to sit here and think about how are they going to use Peyton Pritchard next year, right? Like, is Peyton Pritchard going to start? Is he still going to come off the bench? Is Derek White going to be the point guard, or like they're going to have Jalen do it? Like, there's a lot of questions about how the team is going to operate next year. But if you have Simons be your sixth man, like maybe that works. Maybe you're able to just use him in the way they use Pritchard, because like people online don't feel like Pritchard is a great defender, but I feel like Pritchard's a pretty good defender. Like he's good for being 6'3".
Better defender than Simons.
Yeah.
Oh,
you really can't wait for next year? You're a freak.
Listen, I get this, right? I agree. 100% agree. You got value back, and that's the important thing. I think Anfernee Simons is like the prototypical type of player that gets overrated because of his stats. Like that doesn't do much for me. Like he's just a high volume scorer for a team that's never been really good. Like that's a red flag. That's a big red flag. And like example, Jalen Green, first year the Rockets are good. Was he the best player? No. Like there you go. And can Simons be a good second or third option? Yes, but like the whole reason the Celtics have been so good these past few seasons is because they haven't really had like defensive holes for people to attack. Like this gives you one right there. Overrated is not high enough on anyone's radar to be overrated. I mean, based on the chat's reaction, that's not true.
Chat, how many seasons do you guys think Anfernee Simons has played in the NBA? What year do you guys think?
What do you think? What do you think? Don't look it up. Don't cheat. Do I think Holiday is better of trade value than Simmons? Ben Simmons? Yes.
Or Simons. I think he means Simons.
Oh, Simons. 7
seasons. This will be 8.
7 seasons is crazy. I think it depends. It depends on the team. Like I think Jrue probably has slightly better trade value, but I said this on the our video. I think more teams would probably be interested in Simons because it is easier to trade for Simons because he's on an expiring contract. He is younger, and you don't have to deal with the long-term money. And I mean, it gives you a better offensive boost. I think Jrue Holiday has higher value, but for a more finite number of teams, Anfernee Simons might not have as good of like direct value, but more teams would be willing to have him because of like the what's it called, the offense, and if you can fit that into your team, it works. But I don't know. I just don't like these types of players. Second round picks,
I'm
Ben.
really trying hard to figure out. Can for the love of fucking God, Basketball Reference, just show me the
What are you
Portland
looking for?
Trailblazers like team page, not year by year, like the Oh, here it is, franchise index. I don't often look at the franchise index, so let's see. The first time that Anfernee Simons averaged more than 10 points a game, the Portland Trailblazers went from being a 42-win team in a shortened season, so they had a 5-8-3 win-loss, to being a 27-55 team when he started to be an 18-point-per-game scorer.
For context, I'm not like deeply upset about this trade. Like, it's fine. Like, I get why they did it, because I do think Anfernee Simons is very flippable. The seconds are 2030 Knicks second, 2031 Blazers second. Those are fine. They're whatever. I just think, like, I don't even think it's terrible value. Like, you didn't have to give up picks to get off Jrue Holiday. You got 2 second-round picks back, and you got a guy you could probably flip pretty easily too. And like, Simons is very clearly a starter level, at the very least, in like a really good bench caliber player. I just don't really like this type of player in general. Like, I don't think the Celtics got bad value. I just don't agree with the narrative that I think a lot of people are running with of, oh my God, they fleeced the Blazers. I think that is, one, underselling how good Jrue Holiday is, and two, overselling this archetype of player, in my opinion.
Let's see. Keith Smith says, last thought for the night. I think the Celtics are going to try and play a lot faster next season, more offensive focus. Simons fits in with that. He's another three-point bomber too, so that fits. More moves to come for Boston, and this is just the first one. So, I mean, if they like try and be Pacers ball next year, maybe he's a decent fit in that. Maybe. I don't think he sucks. Like, this isn't a bad trade. I'm just like absolutely perplexed that I'm just like, I can't believe they only saved $5 million. Like, that's all they saved. They saved $40 million in luxury tax, but like towards the money that like I care about, they only saved $5 million.
If they're prioritizing getting the best possible return over shedding the most salary, fine. But it's hard to know what else is going to happen moving forward, because we just don't know. Like, we don't know what the rest of the offseason is going to look like. If I'm a Blazers fan, I feel great, by the way, Jack. Like, imagine how Blazers fans are right now. I feel great if I'm a Blazers fan. Like, for as good of a scorer as Anfernee Simons is, he did not fit with the way they played and the way that they succeeded last season. Like, the whole run they had at the end of last year was because they were like locking in on defense with Tamani Kamara, Denny Avdia, Donovan Clingan, and them. That is not what Anfernee Simons does. That is what Jrue Holiday does. I think the Blazers, I think it's a good trade for them.
Didn't they have like the stretch like towards the part of the season in March when they played the Celtics where they were one of the better defenses in the league?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, that's why they were succeeding, like, because of the defense, and that's not like what Simons fits in with. So I like this for them.
Rob is still there for what it's worth, CL. Just on a Blazers channel, and they aren't happy about this trade. I mean, I don't know. Well, thank you, Steve. I appreciate that. My hair looks great. I don't know if they should be sad about this. They don't like the paycheck that they're gonna have to cut when he's 37. Maybe. Does that really matter for Portland right now, though? Like, they don't really have any other guys other than Jeremy Grant on their roster that they have to shell out big checks to.
I saw KOC tweet, like, let him play well for a year or two, then flip him again for on expiring.
Yeah.
And then you're fine, right? Like, not perfectly, John, but if he helps them win right now, and then you also have to consider...
stuff is overrated.
I also think so, too. Yes, but, like, he helps them improve right now. He'll help them develop Scoot and the rest of their roster. And, like, it also opens up minutes for certain guys, right? Like, without Simons, you're going to see more Shaedon Sharpe. You're going to see more Scoot Henderson. You're going to see more of, like, other guys that they probably want to get some minutes to. More Denny Avdia, more, You know, I think this will help prioritize the guys who they like clearly didn't view Simons as a long-term part of their future, right? Like they were pressed up
Yes.
next season into having to extend him, and they traded him. Like that tells you what they thought of Simons as a part of their future.
And it also tells you that they would rather pay Jrue Holiday at 37 years old, or at least have that on their books for now.
Yes.
$37 million than pay Anfernee Simons. Let's ballpark $30 million annually on an extension.
This is true. It is objectively a weird trade. Like no one saw it coming because everyone expected
Correct.
Jrue to go to a contender. But like, I feel like these types of trades might become more common. I'm trying to think of another example. I feel like there's another example recently of like an older veteran player going to a younger team. I mean, like Tobias Harris and the Pistons, right? Like it's not
good.
perfect, but like that's an example. I'm trying to look at some other like ones. I mean, on a much smaller scale, and it didn't work out. Like the Magic tried to do something similar with KCP, like getting an older guy and a younger team to help like fill a starter spot. I mean, shit, the Rockets just traded for 37-year-old Kevin Durant. Chris Paul signed with the Spurs, like Harrison Barnes signed with the Spurs, and they were a young team. I just think you're going to see a lot more of this, like these young teams signing veterans to help them stop losing a bunch of games.
I think as far as Simons getting traded, I think they can just trade him right away. The rules on like recently traded restrictions, I feel like only exist in 2K.
I think there is. He can't be. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me. I'll double check, but I don't think he can be aggregated in a trade for 60 days. But I think he can be traded on his own.
Straight up,
Whatever.
Okay. That makes more sense because it happens all the time. I mean, the Holiday trade last year, just for example, you got traded, then 4 days later he's on the Celtics. So
yeah,
they have to be able to do that. How do you feel about the Heat fans wanting Durant? The Heat, first of all, the Heat fans always think they're getting everybody, and their franchise doesn't want to trade anybody to get anybody, so they just are left like, man, can't believe this team didn't give us a free guy.
I don't know, man. Weird. It's just very weird. Like it's such an odd trade. But
yeah, would the
I don't,
Washington Wizards want Anfernee Simons?
I wouldn't make that trade. I'm sorry, Marcus. No. You wouldn't make that trade. Come on.
I would make it.
You would trade Simons for Smart?
Yeah. Make this season fun.
You're an idiot.
Yeah.
It's
part of the deal.
Brad refuses to make trades at 4 p.m. for sure.
Yeah, he is the night.
Whatever guy.
Yeah,
well,
I'm like terrified
for Portland.
Dude, fuck off the West Coast. If you guys are in the West Coast, first
Heat
of all,
fans are weird.
Subscribe. But if you're on the West Coast, pound sand.
Simon's filling that Walker in fourth role. Yeah, bar for bar.
Oh, new guy for you to hate.
He's objectively a better player than Lonnie Walker.
You can hate watch Anfernee Simons.
No. He's like the whole point of him like adding a bunch of 3-point value to the Celtics roster is like totally true. He's in a like really good 3-point shooter off the catch and off the dribble, and I think that it's obviously going to improve the Celtics offense 100%. I just really worry about the defense. Love you too, KJ. Thanks for coming in.
Go. Hey, what's up, KJ?
Is there KP done? Maybe. I don't know, man. I mean, I
feel
feel
like
there's still
Simons gets his number retired someday, Jack.
In Boston. What number did he wear in Portland?
1. So he's gonna get a new number.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No white trade.
Or he didn't go to college.
He didn't confirm anything. He said Derek White has drawn trade interest, but it would take a massive haul to get him. So
he wore 0 in high school, so sorry, bro.
It's good that he survived his 0 era with no injury.
He's cooked. Yeah, 39% for 3 for 5 years. He's an elite 3-point shooter. Their offense will objectively get a lot better with this trade. I just really worry about the defense. And if he can come to Boston and like really work on his defense, then this is a awesome trade for Boston. I just really worry about the defense because it has been that bad. Like, he is a really bad defender.
What a no shit type of tweet. It's so true. So I mean, Scotto was like a real guy. Like,
What did Scotto tweet?
he said, with Jrue Holiday to the Blazers for Anfernee Simons in 2 seconds, the next Celtics trade candidates to monitor are Kristaps Porzingis, expiring $30.7 million, and Sam Hauser, 4 years, $45 million.
Yeah, there it is.
Derek White has drawn trade interest, but it would take a massive haul to get him. Thanks for the update. Back to you guys. I should just tweet stuff like that.
Just tweet it. Just go with it.
It would just be like, people. I mean, listen. In fairness to reporters that have to tweet things like this, like even Shams going on the Pat McAfee show week after week and pulling up and saying the Celtics are going to trade guys, like he's like Curry from the logo. There are people out there that don't know. Like, there are people that are not as in the weeds as the rest of us. But the people in the chat here are in the weeds. That's why they're in the chat.
It's true. What a weird trade. Oh, Jake just posted a fake trade idea to move.
Was it Cam Johnson? He said,
this
thank
trade
you for your service.
Also, Bobby Marks, this trade can happen now and does not have to wait till July 6th. So this is happening now. And that's why I'm worried. Like, or not worried, but we've heard like smoke or whatever about, is something going to happen about them moving in the draft? They could flip Simons for something in the draft. Like, we only have 2 days. I have a feeling this is not the last time we're going to be talking to you guys in these next couple days.
Man, what can they trade up for in the draft?
Anfernee Simons,
Boyle's going to be on this team. You're a hater. Yeah, of course you don't.
He's fine.
He's a Sam guy. It's okay. Trades
the really athletic guy you can't play off.
They didn't post.
Is the Sam guy just really athletic guys who can't shoot the ball? Is that the Sam guy archetype?
Well, I don't know. He can like kind of shoot. He plays defense.
He cannot kind of shoot.
What does he shoot, like 20-something%?
He is. If that's kind of shoot, I can kind of shoot, brother. What the hell? What are you talking about?
No, it's college basketball.
Oh man, I think they're gonna get the 7th pick.
You can learn how to shoot. What are we talking about? Like, the Celtics have like trained guys to shoot for years.
You can learn how to shoot, but you are like, it is the exception, not the rule.
I think that's the easiest thing to learn how to do, to get better at.
Go teach Michael Kidd-Gilchrist how to shoot. Go teach Killian Hayes how to shoot.
I'm not lethal shooter. I'm not a shooting coach.
There is you are arguing with history, dude. I'm not saying it's like impossible for CMB, but you are arguing this as if it is like the commonality rather than the exception to the rule.
There are plenty of guys who have learned how to shoot.
Brooke Lopez,
Horford, Aaron Baines when he was here. Grant Williams missed his first 25 threes. I mean, it happens.
Sure.
My developmental knowledge doesn't really span past this franchise as much. I can assure you it happens.
Sure.
And if there's any franchise that should feel good about it, it's this one.
I get it. He's a very talented defender. He's a great playmaker, great connector.
This is a dumbass conversation to be having on this stream anyways. I apologize, everybody.
Just Ramon can pretend Simons fits into the Hawks trade exception so we can imagine Atlanta creating the worst defensive backcourt pairing of all time. Yeah, I know, right?
They just go all in on it.
Did you see Jeremy Sohan's shooting form change? I mean, he shoots one-handed free throws now, bro.
Respect. I mean, Rob learned it once he went to Portland. The whole mixtape in 2023 was like him in the gym, Instagram workouts, shooting threes in the summer. And then he debuted with the Blazers and like broke his kneecap. And then this past season, he actually made some threes, believe it or not. But I would not consider Robert Williams an elite three-point shooter. What the hell just happened to my... Oh, that's weird.
But yeah, Robert Williams is not a three-point shooter. It is what it is. Your latest article says those look very active in trade talks, and we could see another move in the next 48 hours. That's what I'm saying. Like it feels like stuff is bound to happen before the draft.
What they should do is they should put like a minimum time frame too. Like they should say like the next 12 to 48 hours. That way we know we
So
can
we
go
can
to
have a
bed.
break. I see.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe I wake up to something.
You know how mad I'm gonna be if I wake up to something, especially it's like almost 1 a.m. now. Chad, I was about to
Tough,
go to bed
man.
at 11:30 today. Can you
I still
believe
have so
that?
much more work to do now.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right, we can wrap here so I can go do that work. Would you place money on happening next? One of Jalen, Jrue, or one of Jalen, Porzingis, or Derek to get traded?
Porzingis
That's what I
would
was
be
placing money
my-
on. One of those
Maybe
three.
it's Hauser.
Or Hauser. One of those
'Cause
four.
he's
One of those
actually,
four
like,
is traded.
desirable.
One of those four is going to get traded in the next 2 days, is my prediction. I don't know who it'll be. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna go. I have to fix the pod for tomorrow because I can't go out, and then I have to write, and then I have to do a bunch of shit. So, cool. Anything else you want to say before you leave?
If you're new, subscribe. We do stuff every single day on the Celtics. So if you're an addict, we have new content all summer. Even when there's nothing happening, we'll be here talking about fucking nothing. But thank you guys for coming out. Good stream.
Yes, sir. All right. Appreciate y'all. We'll see you later. Goodbye.